Hello guys. Fortunately I still don't have my voice, so my voice is a little bit gone. Just recovering from COVID. Got some orders to make today. Again, sorry if you can't hear me. It's been a horrible 2 weeks. COVID finally got me. We're all recovered now except for my voice. My voice just doesn't want to come back, which is super annoying. If you have 2 kids, I have 2 young kids and I need my voice, trust me. So today we're making some orders. Let's have a look-see what we have got. Just grabbing my mats. So we've got some icy pole holders that are on our website. Again, guys, sorry about the voice. It's not the greatest. So we're going to be using the Cricut to make up the names. And then we're going to iron them on to icy pole holders. So we're just making, I think it was 3. 3 for Amy. Amy has honestly ordered, I think every time I've done a live, she's ordered, which is awesome. So we've got a few different ones. We have options where they're glitter as well. So let's have a look at what colours she got. She has got a... Let me pull this box out. It's all stuck in there. So these are the different icy pole holder colours that we have. So she's ordered a purple, a green, and a yellow. Oh, super good colours, I love them. I think that purple was the last one we have as well. Let me just double check that actually, because I might need to order more. Because summer is very fast approaching. Doesn't feel like it at the moment with all this weather, but it'll be here before we know it. So it's always better to be prepared. Again, sorry about my voice, guys. It's kind of embarrassing, but at the same time, I'm too excited. Yeah, so only one left of the purple, so that was the last one. So I might have to take my jacket off for this. There we go, just undo it a bit. So we've got lots of different colours here. Now, because these are so small, I can actually use offcuts, which is awesome. It's a really good project if you have a lot of offcut vinyl pieces, just because they're quite small, so you can fit a name on there quite easily. Okay, just double checking if any of these are usable. Light blues, silver glitter on the green. It's always good to have a little vinyl stash, isn't it? You can make little projects out of them. Oh, that's like a puffy one. I didn't know I had that. That's pretty cool. I have so much stuff that I don't realise I have. Is there any other emerald glitter? Got blue, rose gold, aqua, so black as well, and white. The white I have here is permanent vinyl, so we don't need that because we're ironing it on. We're going to use the heat transfer one, just because of the type of fabric. You really want it to stick. So everything's stuck. Very small craft ribs, that's all hidden away. So we're going to have an emerald one. So, emerald. See, look at that. Keep all your spare bits, guys. It's super good. So emerald and silver are the only sparkling ones we need. The iron-on colours, though, let me just close that, is light blue, white, see, spares, and black. got a massive roll of black, I think, from last time when I was making these. I used so much black, I was like, no, I have to go back and get more. Just because I use it so fast. Cool. So that's there. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go into Cricut Design Space. I can hear my dog eating a tub of yogurt. Sorry, I thought it was one of my kids, but it's my dog eating yogurt. He's having the best Sunday night. I keep thinking it's Saturday for some reason. So, because I made these before. Oh my goodness, I really should have set this up earlier. It's like, oh, you need an update. This always happens, guys. If ever I do a live, it's like, yeah, we need to do an update. Yeah, that's fine. We will make everything else that goes in it. So, just getting all the freebies. Oh my God, Amy, I'm pretty sure you have bought so many times from me. I'm pretty sure you have like every freebie that I can actually give. That's crazy. That's literally crazy. Oh, hang on. Stickers here. Got more stickers. I forgot about these ones. The good thing about having a break for over 2 weeks is you get to come back and all refreshed, but the thing is you forget about everything. Trying to think. Oh, I think she'd love that. We'll chuck that one in there. There's so many. Oh, this one. Fight like a girl. I love it. Absolutely love it. Yeah. I'm going to put these in a jar, I think. I'm going to start making a jar of just stickers. Could probably do that now. Oh, look at that. Cricut's loaded. That was actually really fast. It usually complains a bit and shuts my computer down and has a whole hissy fit. So these are the stickers I'm putting in. And that one's upside down. Sorry, it's backwards, guys. It's on the front camera. That's upside down as well. Boy Mum from sun up till sundown and no hood like motherhood. Again, really sorry about my voice, guys. It's not the best. And I can put them in this little bag. Okay. So, design space is loaded. Righty. Let's go. It's been so long since I've made these icy bowls. I actually completely forgot about them until I was going through my stuff and I was like, oh my God, I have all these like icy pole holder things that I could sell. I sold them last summer, but it was at the very end of summer, so I missed a lot of sales. So I always do this. I talk too much. And then, there it is. Found it. And then I forget what I'm doing. It's only on live. In person, I'm really good. I can talk and do stuff. I think it's because you guys like, can't hear my voice properly, so it is quite annoying. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, okay. It has been a long time since I have used this. Bear with me, guys. It's just the icy bowls. Because on Design Space it like saves all your work. And I have the one where you pay for it, so it like gives you more space and all these other cool features. Alrighty. just having a look at the font that is in the photos, just because I don't want to accidentally put the wrong one. Let's have a look, see. Yeah, cool. It's the right font. I do that. I use different projects, I use different fonts, and then I have to go back to it and be like, oh, what font did I use? Alrighty. Sorry, I'll let you guys see my screen here, if you can. Just choosing the fonts. So, wait, which one? Was that one? Okay. So we're going to ungroup it. Get that name, get rid of that background. I'm going to change this name. Now, just face you guys up to me just so you can see. I have too many tabs open. It's actually a problem, guys. It's like when you have too many tabs open in your head and you're like, oh, where are all these thoughts coming from? That's what it's like for me. But it's on my laptop as well. So, Ariel in light blue on emerald. Cool bananas. Copy that because I always misspell things, and then I'll make the project with a misspelled name and I'm like, oh crap, now I have to do it again. And it's always right at the end when you're like taking photos to show them, and then you're like, wait, that's not what it was meant to say. So I'd rather just get it right the first time. Okay, Ariel. So we're doing Ariel's one, which is a really pretty name. I actually really love it. It's from Little Mermaid. So I actually know Amy personally, which is awesome. Yeah, so that one's light blue. I do want to print these all up. Well, not print, but I want to run them through the Cricut all in one go. So I'm just colour coding everything. Just because it can be a real pain. Trying to remember what backing goes with what, and it's super confusing. And I do not have the energy to... I don't even know how I have the energy for doing a live, but here I am. So I'm going to group that one. If you guys have a Cricut too, let me know. Like, I'd love stories, hacks, whatever you've got. We have Ronan. Oh crap. There we go. Ronan, and you are in, let's have a look, white with a silver backing. Just super easy. That's actually the ones that I did on the display. If you check out the website, they're the ones with the white writing and the silver backing. Looks really nice. And I just like to colour code these because I'm absolutely useless when it comes to the final bit. Okay. And then we have another one, which is Casper. I should know all these names by now. So Casper has no glitter. And let's have a look at what colours you are, Casper. Iron-on colours black. So that will be the black and the white. Oh man, my voice is getting worse. Let me just double check something. I really should have done this part like sooner because it always gives me a bit of trouble. I like have to go back and forth. And if you have a Cricut, I mean, the design space is not the best. I like to use Canva with a lot of my projects, and then like transferring it via SVG file, which is good. When you pay for Canva, you can pay, get all the extra stuff on there, which is really cool. Wasn't showing everything. We do also have thank you business cards and pamphlets on there as well, guys. I just put them up today. Been working all day on them, my poor kids. They were like, come play, and I was like, I have to finish this. If I don't finish it tonight, I'll be in ruin. So beautiful. That's what I thought. So just rechecking my work. Cool. So that is black. And then we're going to do a shadow or an offset. If you have a Cricut design space, you'll know the offset's like the shadow, which I think is awesome. Cool. So that's in white as well. I'll just show you guys how it's starting to come together on design space. Sorry about, there we go, it's adjusted. So that's the names that we're going to do, and I've color coded them so I put the right material on them, just because we're going to put them on a grip mat. Because they are iron-on, you do have to put the plastic side down, and you have to mirror it as well. So we're gonna make sure it's the right size first, because I have done that before where I've just gone, yeah, it's ready, printed it off, or cut it out, and then this is not the right size. Sorry, I'm yawning already. Jesus. It would appear I have lost my measuring tape again. I swear this is like just my luck when I do the lives. I'm like, yeah, I'm ready. And then it comes down to it and I'm like, crap, no, I'm not. So my brain's not 100% as well, guys. And this isn't my normal voice. I've just come out of isolation a few days ago and my voice just still hasn't come back, which is super annoying. So we're going to measure these bad boys. So we're going to measure the space. So this, I did have it written down, but it's been so long since I've done it. Alrighty, so we're going to want a maximum of 14 centimeters, but it's usually the height that stops us. So 4.5. So I'm going to say, bring it down to 4. So that's going to be 3 centimeters high. Beautiful, and it's already grouped as well. No, height 3 centimeters. There we go. And same with you. And just make sure they don't exceed that, or it is going to overlap into your other stuff. So, cool. So there's still like 6 centimeters. Let's have a look. Could go a bit bigger than that. Surely. Okay, so we will do 3.5. There we go, that's better. I do try and fit as much as I can on. Sometimes it gets me in trouble because it's like a little bit over and then I'm like, oh no, so I have to do it again. So 6.4. Beautiful. Cool. So these are the colours that she's chosen. These are all on our website. We've got the green. This is the last purple. There is like a magenta on there, I think. And this is the yellow. This is the first yellow I sold, which I was really surprised because I really like the yellow. If you can't half tell by the name, Sunflower and Wisp, like I love my yellows. Did take a lot in school to realise that I do in fact enjoy yellow and not just pink. Cool, so we are going to set our mat up. And what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that it's mirrored, just because we are going to lay it plastic side down. And what that does is it does it backwards. So like you're seeing everything on the camera here, everything's backwards. I don't know what that is. What is that? Yes, same. Ever since I've become an adult, it's like it's just such a happy colour. And when I see other people wearing yellow, I'm like, yeah. It's kind of like someone coming out as gay, but instead coming out as enjoying yellow. Which sounds a bit funny, but... Okay. So, I don't know why I referred to that. Again, sorry guys if you can't really hear me. I have come out of isolation a few days ago and I still haven't got my voice back, which is super annoying. So we are going to stick this, but on the plastic side down. So this side is like the part that you iron on, so that's why it's mirrored. So we're going to flip it that way. So, and on my computer it has here, it has like a photo of the mat. Like this is supposed to be the mat and you can move everything around. So if you've only got a small scrap piece of paper, you can like measure it out and stuff, which is super helpful. So we shall just have enough. Cool bananas. Love it. Where is my screen? This is the first time I've been in my craft room in 2 weeks, guys. I was like, nah, as soon as I heard I had COVID, I was like, nah, okay, I'm not going to risk it. I'm not going to make anything. And my poor cat, she loves this room because of the gaming chair. And I had deprived her of her gaming chair, so she's quite upset at me. So we are going to have to do them on different, like, times. Just because, you know what, let me have a look. Because you can't snap mat, which is where you take a photo when you're using it on your phone, and you can arrange everything and it takes a photo and you can have all different colours and you can move them. Whereas when you're using it on the computer, it doesn't allow you to do that. Yeah, no, so it didn't allow me to do that. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna move it back. Just make sure it's back there. Yep. Cool bananas. Cool. So we're gonna get started on the white one. Now my machine's turned on, but I do not believe it is plugged into my computer. Beautiful. So, good old Macs only have 2 USB things. There we go. Pack my mice away, my mouse, just as I always lose the little Bluetooth things. Oh, my son's having a bad dream. That's okay, my husband will get it. So, on here we could choose what vinyl it's going to be on. So we're going to do Everyday Iron On. It's on mirror. We're going to chuck it in. Now it can be a bit loud. Just show you guys the machine. I really need to clean my mats. I have glitter all over them. So how's everyone's weekend been? Because I've just come out of isolation and I'm going out of my mind with these kids. They're driving me insane. If you guys want to see anything as well, let me know. I might have to put all the stickers in this jar. It's an old stevia jar. just because I'm trying to save sugar, but I mean, sugar is like my kryptonite. Cool, so that's one done. Can't actually see. Let me have a look. No, it hasn't gone through. Alright, let me try that again. It could just be my eyesight. I wear glasses, but my eyesight is just not the greatest. Okay. Let's try that again. Now I'm just going to check my blade. Still there. Cool. Cool banana. So we'll let that do its thing. These are all our freebie stickers. It's good to just have them in a jar, let them get all mixed up. So I can just pick them out at random. Because if you know me, I like to like choose what stickers go with what person. And if I don't know who it is, it makes it very hard for me to do that, because I don't want to like put in the wrong sticker. So this is like a guilt-free way, I suppose. And I get to reuse these little bags as well, which is good. Got to recycle where you can. There we go, now I've done it. Mustn't have been on there properly. So we're going to have a look at the second one. The second one is silver. It's just an outline, so I'm going to match it on there. Make sure the measurements are right. Beautiful. I cannot stress this enough, guys. Make sure the mirror is on. Okay, glitter item, because this one's a glitter one. Okay, there we go. So many stickers. I usually make our own stickers, but I was like, I'll just order some for when it gets busy and I can't do it, which is really good because I had time off, so it's really good. Yes, that's the silver one. What's the next colour? Doing black. So we got a whole roll in black, which is awesome. Usually if there's any spare, like smaller parts, I usually put them either inside the roll. Yes, I did. See, thinking ahead. Just because it saves me putting the whole roll on there. It's a lot of work. And I always hate cutting little bits off a roll. Like, I love it when it's just a whole roll piece. Beautiful. So that's the black one. And make sure that the pressure is set to the right one, because I'm using different materials. I do have to keep changing it between. Which, again, yes, it's super annoying, but I do want this to be perfect. This is for one of my best friends, so I honestly don't know how many sticker packs I bought, but this jar is going to be full. So these are just the freebies that we're giving away, because I do not make stickers fast enough, so They're cool. They're like little feminism ones. Cool. That's the black done. Beautiful. Next colour is emerald green, which is this one, the glitter. So we'll chuck that on our mat. Make sure it all measures up fine. There's nothing worse than putting it on, the vinyl on, and then it's the wrong measurement and you're like, oh my god, now I have to do it all over again. Put that one in. We do also have some digital downloads, so if you guys are a small business, go check them out because they're small business ones that we're doing. Just because when I was in isolation, I did need something to keep my mind busy when I could be awake, because I was struggling to stay awake. But towards the end, I was like, no, my brain needs to be busy. Glitter, beautiful. Send that on its way. This is a really good idea for recycling jars as well, guys. If you're a small business, I highly suggest keeping your jars, and you can just put random knickknacks in it. It's really good, especially freebies, ones that you can just grab at random. Because like I said before, I do usually like to pick through and grab them, whereas this way I can just grab a small handful and chuck them in an order. I'm actually quite surprised this has filled up the jar. Look at that. Oh, actually, I think there's some room in there. Look at that. It's pretty cool. It's a lot of stickers. So those are our freebie stickers. Put them over there. And we're going to keep these little poly bags as well. Just because I'd hate to just ditch them when I could use them. Save some plastic. Let me just put these over here. Alrighty, so the emerald is done. Yep, cut through. Beautiful. I think there is one left. Let's have a look. Yes, light blue. Cool. So the light blue, we do have a whole roll. Is there any? No, there's no offcuts. Cool. That's fine. Tape on there. Nice. So again, make sure that you guys are placing this down the plastic side, like the shiny side, not the matte side. Because this is the plastic that holds it together, and you're going to need that when you're ironing it on. So what we're going to do is we're going to trim it. Just this little square off. No doubt I can find something for that, like a butterfly or something. Beautiful. So you just place the whole roll on here. I prefer to place the whole roll instead of cutting it off early, because sometimes there's more room on it than I think. So I'd just rather leave it all on there. Cut it afterwards. It's better to be safe than sorry. Beautiful. So it's just moving that on the computer. Change it from glitter to everyday iron-on, which is this one. I do use Size and Metamark as my vinyls. Metamark I use for my permanents, and Sizer I use for my iron-ons. They're actually really affordable. I was quite surprised when I started off. I thought, oh my god, I have to buy everything Cricut branded, and no, you don't. There's so many other ways you can do it and still get good quality stuff. Quite a few people have said as well on Amazon, they buy their stuff, or eBay, just because it's still good products. It's just not overly priced, which is good. Because we like to keep our prices low as well without being stingy low. Because there's a difference between being affordable and being cheap. So we try to keep that happy medium, which I think is super duper important. Just making sure I don't cut out the name. I need to get, some people have light desks or light pads, and they stick these over it so you can actually see the outline. Oh, you sent cake. Oh, that's Amy. So this is your order. I'm making it. I don't know why I thought I'd do a live with no voice, but here I am doing a live with no voice. Not exactly the smartest person around at the moment. My brain's still a bit frazzled. Alright, so that's the last one. So always peel it with your mat on top. Because if you peel it the other way, it does tend to rip, especially with the other vinyl. So I'm just going to put this up here. I do try and hang my mats up, but don't let it fool you. They still need a good cleaning. I usually get in there with like my dishes and stuff. I just give them a clean because it does work, but it does lose its stickiness. So I usually use the Nakapa ones. But my beautiful husband didn't realise that you could get more affordable mats, like online or from Rainbow Vinyl Co. in Perth, in the Kappa brand, and he bought me the Cricket brand, and I was like, oh my god, these are expensive, like how did you do that? So it's all a learning experience, guys. So I can pack this away. So that's done. Everything is cut out, ready to go. I just need to pull the bits around it off and just iron it on. So I need to prepare these as well. You're not late to the party at all. I actually had problems with Design Space. I opened it up for the first time today and it's like, we need to do an update. And I was like, oh, every time I need it, it asks to do an update and it's super annoying. But it didn't shut my computer down this time, which is good. So I can't complain too much. I'm still happy. So this is my vinyl rack here. This here is all heat transfer. And everything down below is all my permanent one, which goes onto like our books and stuff. So more of the non-porous products gets the permanent. Whereas if they're porous, you usually do have to use a heat transfer, just because it's stubborn. Or silicone as well. I bought silicone cups to try and make and personalise, and it was not having it. But someone suggested using heat transfer on it, so I was like, oh, I'll have to try that out. But it's been like a year and a bit. I still haven't tried it out, so that's on me. Let me put them away. Beautiful. So we're going to cut these bad boys out once I have moved everything around. It's a bit like that. When you have a small desk, you've got to move everything. But it makes it so worth it. Okay, so that's done. Now, I need to see the order because I know I'll get it wrong. Like I've done that before. I've ironed the wrong one on when I first started off with these. I ironed the wrong name on to the wrong colour. And I messaged them. I was like, hey, so sorry, can I just chuck it in for free? You can just have an extra one. Because if you know like anything about these, I forgot the name. They're like poly something. Or sublimation ones, and when you put a heat transfer on something, it leaves a sticky residue, but it pulls like all the moisture out. So it's a bit like once you've put a name on there, it's done. You can't undo it. Again, sorry guys, I came out of isolation a few days ago and my voice still has not come back, and it's the one thing that I like really need to do this job. And it's not cooperating at all. So those are all our colours. Just gonna grab the water. Right, let's have a look. Okay, so Amy's order. Cool bananas. Okay, so let's pull these bad boys out. See if I can angle you down a bit there. So this is a weeding tool. So I just use this, and you can kind of see the name there where it's scratched it out, or cut it out, I should say. And what we're going to do is we're just going to remove the stuff around it, which is super easy to do because if you work with permanent vinyl, it's the vinyl itself that's sticky, whereas with heat transfer, it's the plastic backing that is sticky. So it acts as a transfer tape for ironing, which is pretty cool. You have to have quite a brain to have invented that. I just wish they'd do that with the normal ones somehow. So that's Casper's name. See how it's backwards here? Oh, well, for you guys it's the proper way. For me it's backwards. So that's cut on there, and this is the plastic backing that you stick down. And so, yeah, it's that way. So we're just going to weed them, put them aside, and you get left with this. I actually want to keep the scraps just because you can trim them up, and I've seen someone get them and put them on a shirt or something, like all these little cut up bits. It looks really well done. You can make any shape on it. I'll have to make a video when I do eventually do it, because I am pretty excited to do it. Just collecting scraps and recycling, I think, is really important where you can. And that's an outline to a name. So just stick that over there. It's really hard with the lighting over there where to see. There we go. Like where the little gaps are, because sometimes you lift up the wrong part. Oh man, I try and tell my kids off and they just laugh at me because I have no voice. So that's another cutout. And Louis, my husband, has had to come in a few times and tell them off because they're just not taking me seriously. Because, you know, having a 2-year-old that likes to jump on you like you're a bouncy castle, it's very hard. And when they hurt you, you kind of raise your voice to tell them off, let them know it hurt you, and then they just laugh because they have no idea what you're saying at all. Not a care in the world. So that's Ariel's. So that's with emerald green, so we'll just match them up over there. Now this one has two. This has a backing and this one has a name. So I'm going to be really careful when I'm pulling this one up. The good thing about heat transfer is all these little scraps as well, they don't stick to your fingers. It's really nice because with a permanent one, you try and work and it's like your static and everything just sticks to you. Super annoying. Usually I go to bed and it's like I just have all this vinyl stuck to me. There we go. Just pull. It's stubborn. So I get all my vinyl from Rainbow Vinyl Co, guys. They're in, I'm from Perth, WA, Western Australia. So I go to Malaga and they've got a store in Carlisle as well. Which I've been to both and they are both amazing. It's a small family run shop and they do like click and collects and deliveries. Free shipping over, I think it was 100 or 150. And you can just order and then go in a few hours, like the next day click and collect. Ta-da! And pick it up, which is really good when you have kids, because I found that the hard way. When you're trying to look for vinyl and you have kids and they're just screaming and you're like, oh my god. So I just sit online. It's kind of like my little thing. I was just watching Bridgerton and I was watching Bridgerton and like looking at vinyl. Even though I have so much vinyl and I haven't used it all, I'm just obsessed with it. So I'm just matching up our names to make sure that they're going with the right colours. Because again, nothing worse than having the wrong one. So that's Casper's one. That's Ronan. And Ariel's. Which way does this go? This way. So they're not stuck together yet. I'm just making sure that I do match them up with the wrong one. The right ones. Jesus. Yeah, the right ones, not the wrong ones. And then the colours, I have to make sure I get them right because That would be embarrassing if I got them wrong. So purple for Ariel, sorry, pronounced it wrong. Yellow for Caspar. He's such a, like, you'd think his colour is yellow too. He's just a baby, but oh my goodness. He is such a cute kid. You guys make cute kids. Please make more. I want to come play with them with my kids. Cool. So that's all done. Now, we need to break out the iron. So these are the scraps. So you just cut them up. And then you can stick them on a shirt or something. Yes. Oh, man. That kid. When I was holding him a few weeks ago, he was so happy. I loved it. Especially because I went without my kids. So I'm just going to put these in here because I can't. Oh, no. It's right here. Yeah, I do have a drawer where I've, like, kind of cut them up. And there's some other ones that I haven't quite cut up yet, so I'll put them in there. But I'm trying to make like a t-shirt or something. Like maybe a Mickey Mouse logo or something for it. And then stick it all on there. I gotta see what the technique was do. So let me just have a look for my iron. Here it is. I know, I'm old school using an iron instead of the Cricut heat press. I'm just old school like that. Look at that. This iron has lasted me so long, and it's Semco. So that's like the Spotlight home brand, basically. That's so cool. Yes, I actually still have the grey vinyl for his room that we were going to do. What was it? The frame. So I was looking at my vinyl because I forgot what colours I owned. And I saw it and I was like, why did I buy grey? And I was like, oh my god, I still have to see about making that frame for Caspar. We really do. We really need another girls' craft day. Preferably without my kids because they are a nightmare at the moment. Because we've all been in isolation. So we've come out a few days ago, like last week or something. And they're just going crazy being stuck in the house. So where is my towel? Alright, so I don't own a heat press pad or anything like that. I own a towel that my grandma made me. And it has my name on it, so if anyone's like, oh my god, that's my towel, I can be like, no, it has my name on it, guys. When you're a mum, it's so hard. Like, my chocolate gets taken all the time. I've had to make a stash in here of my chocolate. Okay. So, I just get a towel just to protect the desk and anything that's underneath there. So just lay that out. We're going to open these bad boys up. Now you're going to want to do one layer at a time as well, especially with glitter being on the base. Some people have been like, my god, I could never work with glitter as a base. It's so hard. But it's actually so easy. You just got to be patient with putting it on there. Okay, just making sure that that's center. Now, you're going to need this as well. Because if you look at my iron, it is not the cleanest. I accidentally burnt vinyl on there when I made my boys' daycare stuff. So I've got baking paper, or some people call it parchment paper. So I'm just going to stick that on there. This is kind of like a hillbilly DIY Cricut thing, small business. But that's fine. So put that aside. So we're going to face it with the plastic side sticking up. So it's going to be the proper way on there. Just because the sticky stuff is on, not the plastic. Okay. And you're going to need to put a bit of pressure as well to get it stuck on there. Neoprene, that's the name of the material. Neoprene, I think. Kind of reminds me of Neopets. just go over it a few times. It's better to go over it a few times than to just leave it, because this is a home brand iron. I do find that just sitting it on there, it kind of burns it. It might be different if you own a heat press or something, but my personal hillbilly iron, there we go. We're just going to line that second one up. Beautiful, look at that. Oh, I love it. It's backwards for you guys, but oh my god, you can actually see the steam coming off. You should probably hold the sides. I love that. That is so cool. And you just put it on back in the sleeve as well. I might wait for that to cool down actually, to be on the safer side. Don't want to burn any plastic. Okay. So we're going to do Ariel's one. So she has the purple in my water again. Okay, so we're going to do the glitter first. Make sure it's on the right side. Okay, we're just going to try and center it. There we go. Beautiful. Okay. Stick that on there. Oh, I didn't know about that. It also draws the moisture out though. I think that's why it looks so funny sometimes. I know, I'm constantly burning my fingers. I think because I used to work at KFC, I think I've built up some sort of resilience in my hand to heat. So if you ever worked at KFC, like you got to touch everything when it's hot. Everyone wants hot chips and hot this and hot that, and it's constant heat on my hands. The amount of scars I've gotten from the deep fryers as well is a shocker. I think there's one. I think it's gone. Now I'm quite pale, so they do disappear, but I had a nice big burn on there. That was not a fun time because it's like right on your sleeve and where you lean and stuff. Oh, that is so cute. I love it. It's still hot, so I'm just going to put this on top of the plastic cover so I don't lose that one. And yellow for Casper. God, I love that name. Okay, so I'm going to put the bottom on first. Make sure it's all lined up. Beautiful. Just make sure that you put a bit of pressure as well. Try not to put like directly on, just like slide it off to the side. It's not gonna come off, trust me. Once the heat hits it, it's good as stuck. Beautiful. Oh my goodness, I just stuck that on top of the... Why am I the way that I am, guys? What have I done? I just stuck this directly on... There we go. On the other one, and it almost ripped the letters off. God. Go. Man, this towel is going to be super ironed. I don't usually iron my towels unless I'm using it as like a heat press base. Beautiful. is so cute. Amy, let me know if you want any dinosaurs or anything on the side. It's quite small because his name is quite long, but the C would have hit the side, so I made it a bit smaller. But if you want anything on the sides, let me know, and I can cut that out for you. Just because it's a little bland on the sides. I don't want Casper not getting as good as one as the other guys. Let me know. I have like dinosaurs and everything. Okay, I'm just going to unplug my iron because I am absolutely notorious for burning myself. I really need like an ironing board or something, but I will make do with a towel for now. An owl, yes, let's look for owls together. Let me just clean this mess up a bit. Move you delicate little bicycle holders to the side. Plug that laptop back in. Right, let's have a look. Owls. Okay, sorry. I will share my computer with you. Let's have a look. I absolutely love looking for designs. They always put new ones on. That one's cute. I don't know if you can see it. Or a ghost, yes. This one. Oh. That one's like an outline. If you want something like that. Or there is like filled in ones. Oh, that one's cute as well. That one. And there's like all of these. And there's that one as well. That one's a one tone. Sorry. Choking there. Okay, just seeing what other owls there are. Oh, sweet. Was it the first one that I showed you? Oh, I actually had this one saved already. That's why it's at the top. This one is saved because I'm pretty sure we chose that one out together when we were talking about the owl thing. Is it this one that you want? Just let me know. Because it's got the bee eyes. That would be cool if it matches his room. Sweet. I'll do that. It's so delayed on here, guys. Get rid of that one. Put that one on. So let's set up this bad boy. Oh man, it's so big. There we go. Turn you back on. Just matching it up with everything. Centimeters is that? 3.6. Might make it just a little bit smaller so it fits. 3.1. Perfect. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to give it a little backing as well so you can actually see it, just so it matches this one the white backing and the black. Okay. It's real fidgety. It's like using Photoshop. Like there's certain buttons you gotta press for different things, and it's just super confusing. Okay, so I'm gonna make you white. I'm going to make an offset for it, which gives it the outline. Beautiful. Group that one up. Okay, just make it a bit smaller. And then sorry, I'm just measuring. Three. Okay, 2, 5. Just making sure it all matches. Sorry, something popped up. That up like normal. Okay. Let's make it. Yes, it's the outline. It's just the little bits in between the owl. Let's done it in a different colour. The outside of the owl is white. Sure it's all one colour. Right here. So we can use that white again. And our trusty glittered sticky mat. I don't need to mirror this just because it's not a word. Like, it doesn't matter if it's mirrored or not. It's symmetrical on both sides. So that's why I'm not mirroring this one. Okay, beautiful. Just get my trusty. Some parts of it don't stick that great because all the glitter. So funny. Okay. There we go. You do have to weld the pieces together for the different colours to stick, which is super annoying. Some black left over as well, so we can use that. Perfect. So this is the everyday iron-on one. So let's just do that. See if any other orders have come through. Beautiful. So that's the outline done. The white outline. Just peel it off. So guys, if you order tonight, you do see them made on live as well. Okay. Let's go back to Design Space, which is the software you use for this sort of thing. Now this cut might take a bit longer just because it's lots of little pieces. It's the eyes, it's the main like outline of the owl. Beautiful. That's just an everyday iron on as well. Let's cut this one up. My trusty scissors. Sorry, you can't see me guys. Like in the background. Recycle that one later, reuse it. There we go, so 2 outlines of the owls. Just cut in between. Give this space a quick tidy up. I do still have the scrunchies that I was making like 2 weeks ago. I had to stop like straight away when I found out I had COVID, so I was like, crap. So we've been out of isolation for a week, and the only thing that's not gone back to normal is my voice. And it's driving me insane. Because I like wake up in the morning, I'm like, I feel great, and then my voice still isn't there. Oh, well, at least I don't have a fever anymore or anything like that. Just get these prepared to be stuck down. Nothing better than a good old little preparation. Just make sure they're the same height. Might get a ruler for that. A little bit higher. Okay. I think I need my actual ruler for this. Let me have a look-see. No. Okay, my ruler's gone. This is what happens when I'm out of here for a week, guys. It's like I forget where everything is. It drives me insane. You know what, I'll just use this piece of paper. Beautiful. Pull this one out. Let's see how it's turned out. Oh, it's not bad actually. Let's have a look at what we're dealing with. Let's have a look. Alright, so I did cut out the small bits kind of alright. Let's have a look when we do lift it up. Save that for later. Show you guys more down here instead of looking at my boring old face. I am trying to be quite delicate with it just because there is a lot of small pieces. Usually I do rip it up a lot faster. Okay. Oh man, it's gonna be good. So used to using permanent vinyl where it sticks to you, and this stuff doesn't. So it's good. I'm just referring back to the picture on my screen because I would absolutely hate to pull out the wrong piece. There we go. Such delicate work when it's so small. Man, the level of concentration needed for this. It's making me sweat. It's probably not the best that I'm doing it on a black desk as well. Might get this to put under it so I can actually see. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so eyes. So this is like all the behind the scenes stuff that you don't usually see on camera because we're like rushing instead of recording. Or it's like a fast forward recording. So that's why we're like, want you guys get to be stuck in the boringness with me. Although it's not really boring, I do love it. It's very therapeutic. Again, I'm just making sure I'm taking out the right pieces. It's so small. The lines are so thin. Tell if that's no, that stays in. Oh no, all the little bits aren't sticking. I wish I could like show you guys closer to like just how much concentration you need for this because it is insane. Just going to cut it so I don't accidentally touch the other one. Bummer. Okay, so it's taken off the little pieces. But so it's still an owl, just its little fuzzy bits. Didn't get cut out properly. Just trying to clean it up. I think because it's so small, these dots are quite small. They don't even want to come off. The ones that did get left, which was like 2. Just super annoying when you're doing really small stuff. really in the sweat up here trying to do this. Okay. So that's one of the owls. How cute is that? It's so chunky, I love it. So that's one. Oh man, now it's time for the other one. Why do I do this to myself, guys? Yes, the bigger it will be, the better. It's just these very small, like they're not even, they're like the size of a grain of sand. We'll see if this one does it. But yes, the bigger one will definitely have all the fuzzy bits. I'll make sure of that. So they're super small. It's crazy. And yes, chunky. I love little chunky babies though. Theo's super chunky. He's so food orientated. I actually got him to start walking a bit today by holding Cheerios in my hand. It felt so bad, but I had a good laugh because he's just so food orientated, whereas Lucas is very he's the opposite. So he's more like he's fussy. We've been trying to get him to eat dinner and trying all these different methods, but he's just not having it at the moment. He used to love food before his brother was born, but I think now that he's 2, his taste buds have kind of gone out the window a little bit. Which sucks because he used to eat anything that I would eat, he'd want. Which was annoying because when I was pregnant with Theo, it was like, no, this is my food. Whereas now he doesn't want anything and I'm not even pregnant and I'm like, but I want to share with you. I can't finish this. And he just doesn't want it. So if anyone has any tips for feeding fussy 2-year-olds, please let me know. Because this kid is just... a ginger nut biscuit. We have those as well. That was like our isolation staple food, was the ginger nut biscuits. And the kids, they know now what one's a choc chip and which one's a ginger nut because they're like, nah, I don't want ginger nut, I want the choc chip. And I'm like, there's so much left. I suppose as long as they're eating, like, it doesn't really matter. Like Lucas, he's actually going to... He's got food allergies and stuff. So we go to Perth Children's Hospital, but we've got to go there again because he's got pectus excavium, which is a dip in his chest, and it's just started getting, like as he's getting older, it's getting worse. So when he was born, there was a little dip there, but they were like, oh, it's nothing to worry about, and I like took him to the GP, and I was like, he's kind of like the dip in his chest is kind of getting deeper, and I don't know if it's affecting him. And then I get a letter from Perth Children's Hospital about a surgery, and I went to them like a year ago, to the doctor like a year ago about it, and now they're like, yeah, it's a surgery team that want to see him. I'm like, why? Like, they don't... No, maybe it's just a check. I had never heard of the condition until he was born. I think Louis' mum has it, which is my husband. But we don't see her anymore, so I can't ask her or anything. So I'm just going to put the scraps in here. Okay, let's iron this bad boy. Where's my trusty iron? There we go. Wait for that bad boy to heat up. Oh, it's moved. Okay. I'm going to have to realign it. It always happens. I line it up a bit too early and then I'm like, oh, I've got to do this and then come back to it and it's all moved. Which bugs me because I like everything to be center and all that. It kind of reminds me of Pooh Bear, this colour. I love it. Okay. So again, baking paper down. Oh, it's moved up. I hate it when it doesn't stick down, like it needs to stick down. Beautiful. Going to be interesting to see if it sticks because it's so thin. It's all part of the job. It's experimenting. Let's see. Okay, that's hot. Let's flip it around and do the other one. Beautiful. Perfect. Just unplug the iron. Just little pieces. There we go. How cute is that? Ah, I love it. Love it. Okay. Package them up. So these ones are the icy pole holders. They're on our website for $5.50 or $6.50 if you add the glitter background, like the shadow. And I just put them on the website today as well. We did used to sell them on our Etsy. We're not on Etsy anymore. And it's perfect. It's perfect for Christmas as well. I know a lot of people are buying stuff for Christmas now, even though it's a while away. And to be honest, I have most of my family's Christmas stuff all ready to go. Just because I know what they like. When I see it on sale, I'm like, oh my god, I have to get it. Just remove these not so pretty stickers. And I'll put my pretty ones on. I think I'm going to make some business stickers next to sell. And that one's not coming off. That's fine. That's all good. Beautiful. And just get my trusty envelope. Yeah, the boys, honestly, that's why I bought these and decided to make them. Lucas has a green one and Theo has a blue one. And Lucas is constantly grabbing it from the top drawer and he's like, oh, pole, icy pole. And I'm like, dude, it's winter. But he still likes them. But we got the Hydrolite ones, which he loves. Just get this all done. Now comes the fun part of measuring for the shipping label. Cool, so that's going to need 2 stamps. I know I'm old school, I like to use stamps still. Okay, so your extras are in there as well, your stickers. And your isopole holders are in there. And you did buy stuff from me yesterday, the digital downloads as well. Let me know if they've come through alright, because, yeah, just let me know, because I haven't tested them out. I was just so excited I put them on. Beautiful. So let me know if they came through alright for you. If you need a PDF version, let me know as well. I can send you one through if you want to like edit it and muck around with it a bit. I do make them on Canva, so if you use Canva, I can send it through that way so it's like fully editable. You can do whatever you want with it, which I'm seeing more and more people do as well, which is awesome. So just let some air out of this. Nice and colourful. This away before I burn myself on it. Like I said, I'm absolutely notorious for burning. That's so cool. Yes, I saw Shields were having a sale. I think Proud have had one for a while as well. Okay, so that's that. And we'll just label everything. Get all the postage labels on there. How cute are these? Your serotonin boost has arrived. Love it. Okay, so my address down. I won't show your address on here, I'll tilt it up, don't worry. I'm just doing the other bits first. Super exciting. Can't wait for you to get these as well. They're really easy to clean. I just clean mine when the kids get them dirty because, you know, kids being kids. I just put them in the sink when I'm doing the dishes and just scrub them with my hands. And it comes off really easy, which is really good. This way. I will tilt you back up to me so I can write this address. So, how's everyone's weekend been? Let me know, because I have been being bored out of my brains. Coming out of isolation, husband's just gone back to work. I swear I know your address off by heart by now, Amy. It's crazy. I actually know how to get to your house without using Google Maps. Which, it's practically like we're dating. I usually do print these, but I pre-printed some and they came out a bit skewy with the flowers on them. So I was like, I'll just handwrite for a little bit until I get through them. In case you're wondering why the hell I'm handwriting them. Unless it's like a really big, heavy order, then I do have to put through like tracking and stuff, whereas this one I'm very lucky I can send it with postage labels. Okay, so put your address on there. That's done. One order done from start to finish, guys. My first ever one on here that I have done completely start to finish. Usually I only like make them but don't pack them on camera, or I just pack them and not make them. But this is good. This is good. It's progress. I've been to your house 3 times. It's really easy to get to from mine. It's like a few turns. We're there. 15 minutes. I would drop it off tomorrow, but my boys are just... I think if I had them in the car, they would absolutely lose their shit. So, oh, you did message me too. Let me just check that out. Because I probably will go straight to bed and then won't see it. Right. Oh, okay. Okay, sorry, my apologies, Amy. Yeah, so I wasn't sure how the restricted access thing works with it, just because I've never done it before. I've seen a lot of other people use, what am I doing? Use the Google iDrive, or My Drive, and they share it, but I'm still like trying to figure it out. There we go. Done. Just changing them now. I read it wrong. I must have read it last night when I was like tired. So if you access that again, if you access that again, it should go through for you now. So glad I asked, because if I sold so many of them and then people would be like, hey, where's my stuff? I'd be like, crap. Okay. They've just worded it really weird, so I assumed that if you like had the link you could access it, but it's worded weird. Okay, that's all done. Yes. No. So if you click on it... Sorry, it's so weird talking to you through here and then talking to you through Messenger. So if you click on it, just in case you... Just messaging you in case you're not on here. Oh, you are. You're back. If you click on it, it should open the full... Yes. Wait, that's... Yeah, that's a rainbow one. You ordered rainbow? Let's have a look. You can just hear my thing dinging. Yeah, rainbow. Sorry. I'm still learning. I feel like such an old person saying I'm still learning technology, but it's true. It really is true. Because so much is changing. And now I feel bad for like picking on my parents when they couldn't understand anything. Because crap's hard. I'm just used to using Facebook. Yes, see, that's why you get all the good freebies, Amy, because I stuff up so much and you're the first one to test everything out. I really need to make stuff and just send it to you in bulk and be like, hey, be my tester. I need to do that. Let's have a look at this. Eddie. Your husband just commented on my thing about it. He loves to doesn't love gossip. I put on Facebook that I hate gossip and rumours and stuff, and yeah, I just finished watching Bridgerton, and it's like that whole thing is just gossip. I don't know why I do that to myself. Yes, we started selling digital thank you cards, digital like business cards, or the pamphlets, or you can order them online as well. We do place our orders through Vistaprint, which is in Victoria, and they dispatch it as well. So you can buy like the design that we've made into a certain amount of like quantity, you want, and it ships directly from Vistaprint to you. So it saves shipping time because it's around 9 to 11 days. So if we shipped it here and then we shipped it out, it would take too long and there's too many costs involved and we'd have to put the price up. So it's like, you tell us what you want, the design you want, how many, pay for it. We pay for it through to Vistaprint, and Vistaprint ships it to you. And we take the hassle out of it. We do all the behind the scenes stuff, the designing, the measurements and stuff. And I've spent all day yesterday and today doing the measurements. But yeah, I needed to keep busy because I didn't want to come into the sewing room yet, or the craft room I should say, just because it's like all the stuff that I did before I got sick, so I wanted to come back fresh. So I was like, you know what, I'll do something I haven't done, make some digital downloads, try and design some posters and stuff just to keep my mind busy. Because, oh my god, being stuck in this house has been insane. My poor husband, he's been home from work. He had COVID too, but he's back at work now. I'm back at work, and he watched the kids, and I just couldn't stay awake. It was crazy. Luckily, he didn't get it as bad, so I don't feel as bad, but I still feel bad. Alrighty, well, since there's no more orders, I'm just going to put this through our system that you have purchased the icy pole things. It's just my transaction history and stuff. Super fun, all the behind the scenes stuff. Sorry, I'm just like reading it, making sure. That's such a cool idea. I didn't even think of that. I'm waiting till the kids go back to daycare so I can go out and buy a laminator, and then I was gonna like laminate a heap of posters, because at daycare they have a heap of sheets, and that's what inspired me was like the gentle parenting and stuff that we've been trying so hard to do. And at daycare they had the sheets where they asked them how they're feeling, what they'd like to do about it. And Lucas's answer is usually sad after we leave, and he wants to paint. So he loves painting, but when he's home and he's sad, he doesn't like to paint. I think because it's such a different atmosphere. Like us painting, we have to do it outside because we're in a rental, and he's already got paint on the coffee table and stuff. So it's like, okay, no, we need to be more careful. But it's just incredible how much he's grown at daycare and how much they're helping us parents as well. Because it can be such a hard gig when they're going back and forth with it. But they made it so easy, which is really nice. And they update us all the time. Okay. Now I'm doing the not so fun stuff. If you guys want to see me make anything, let me know as well, because I would love to show you guys what I've made or what I can make. So see, this is all the great stuff. Magnetic paper, that's such a good idea. Like, I was thinking of just like, blue tacking it or 3M sticky stuff, just chucking it on the wall. Sounds like such an Aussie thing to say, chuck it on the wall. 3M tape, she'll be right. But yeah, that's me. Okay. I'm just putting this all in the system because I am absolutely useless when it comes to tracking things. Like I have to use an Excel spreadsheet. All good. I hope you have a good sleep. And yeah, I would go to bed, but oh wow, it is 10:15. I should probably go to bed, but I know if I don't input all the data now, it won't get done. Because I'm the only one that does it. Which sucks, but it's the way. Just adding all the stuff now. So $1.70. $1.77. Don't mind me, I'm going through numbers in my head. I do this all the time. I just say random numbers and my husband's like, what the fuck? Why? Yeah, I might call it a night, guys, but thank you for ordering. And I might be back tomorrow night, depending how my voice is, if it's any better. But yeah, thanks for joining me. Thank you, Amy, for ordering. And it was awesome to show you guys all the behind the scenes stuff. But I hope you guys have a good night and sleep well.